What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video, ladies and gentlemen. I really wanted to have this conversation because a lot of it started with, well, I'll say this, the inspiration for this particular video started with the video that I had posted yesterday morning talking about Marquise Jackson and 50 Cent, their whole riffraff and everything like that. And then it kind of spilled over into a different conversation over on my Facebook page. So I kind of wanted to continue this conversation sort of with this video right here.
You can live pretty well by yourself.
Now, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is CJ Kyles. I am an LPN, currently in transition to get my RN in due time, and just grinding, traveling, getting paid, young nurse getting paid as a young nurse should be, you dig? And yeah, that's what I do. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and tell somebody about the channel, you dig? But I just really want to talk about this because I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, and it's nothing complicated. Y'all see the title. LPN is one of the quickest ways to six figures. It's one of the quickest ways to six figures. There's nothing complicated about it. It's not rocket science. It's just, it is what it is. And the conversation kind of took a, and I wanted to talk about this because the conversation started off with 50 Cent's son, and him saying that you can't live off $6,700 a month and $80K a year is not enough and all that kind of stuff. Listen, the internet, and I'm gonna do the math with being an LPN, but I just want to talk about this part right here. The internet has a lot of y'all heads wrapped up in foolishness, and it really is starting to separate people from what is actually reality versus what YouTubers or people on the internet want you to believe, right? So the whole consensus that I've been hearing as of late is that $100,000 is not enough money to live, six figures is not enough money, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. The people who are saying that nonsense, they're 9 times out of 10 capping, or they're trying to get you to buy a product or subscribe to a subscription paid base, whatever, you dig? And we just have to be real for a second, because number one, 10% of the country, 10% only makes six figures. 15% make $80,000 a year. At some point, we have to really start looking at actual facts versus just what people say online. And this is why I want to continue to keep talking to my young guys and my young girls, but more specifically my young guys that's out here grinding, because y'all have to understand, when you on your grind, people will try to say any and everything to get you to subscribe to their program, to subscribe to their ideology, or sell you a product. Me, I'm not selling no product. I'm not trying to get y'all to sign up for no program. That's not what I do. I don't do that. And I may, I might get some merch soon or something like that, but that's, I'm not trying to get you to sign up for nothing crazy, you dig? So with that being said, I can tell you the truth, and the truth is you can live very well, especially in certain parts of the country, making six figures. Don't let nobody else tell you different. In Brooklyn, one of the most expensive cities in New York, nice apartments range from $2,200 to $12,000. If you are a single young man and you are making $80,000 plus a year in Brooklyn, New York, and you can't live off $80,000 a year, either A, you need to move, Or B, you need to reevaluate your spending habits because something is not adding up. Here in Michigan, if you are a single young man making $80,000 a year or more, you are going to be doing extremely well. I don't care what they're telling you, and I'm not telling you that $80,000 or $100,000 should just be your goal. No, I want to be a millionaire. That's what I want to do. But what I'm not going to allow is the internet and a bunch of old niggas capping tell the 25, the 24, the 23, the 21, the 20-year-old who's on their grind and on their purpose that if they don't make more than six figures, they're not worth nothing. That's cap. That is cap. I don't know, outside of my father, I don't know anybody that's not a nurse making six figures. I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people who within their own right would deem themselves as successful, but I'm gonna just keep it real. I don't know, outside of my dad, anybody that's not a nurse that's making over six figures. I'm gonna just keep it real. So I want you to understand, if you are on your grind, you on your purpose, you young, you getting it, and especially if you're an LPN, you a young 20, 18, 19, 20-year-old LPN, you grinding, you ain't got no kids, no family, you ain't got out here all reckless with your seed, and you making $80,000 plus a year, do not let these internet niggas tell you that it's not enough. I'm just keeping it so real. I'm keeping it so real. Because 9 times out of 10, they trying to sell you something. Niggas will be like, oh, well, that's not enough for you to make, six figures is not enough. But here, let me sell you this $1,000 course. Try to teach you how to make more money and get more women. You dig what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to send that message out there. If you out here, you grind, and let's be real. The median, back to New York for a second, the median income, family income, you can Google this, in New York is $35,000 annually. So let's not play these games. Because if you go on the internet, everybody and their mama is out here making $100,000 and up, when that's just simply not the truth. And we know that's not the truth. I mean, let's keep it a buck for 1 second. For just 1 second, can we just tell a little bit of truth? And don't get me wrong, I subscribe to like this whole high value man thing. I subscribe to a lot of that. I do. But I'm not finna sit here and act like some of that stuff is turning these people into zombies. I'm gonna just keep it real. It's turning a lot of these niggas into zombies. Because now they like, oh, I gotta get this or I'm a loser. I gotta get the six figures by such and such or I'm a loser. Listen, bro, I'm gonna keep it real. It is unusual for a man under 30 to make six figures. It just is. Most men, this is a fact, most men do not hit their financial peak into their mid to late 40s, early 50s. I'm just keeping it real. Most men don't make six figures until their mid 40s. I'm keeping it real. So if you 21 years old and you making six figures, you are way ahead of the curve. If you 30 years old and you making six figures, you are way ahead of the curve. You dig? So again, at the end of the day, what you define as happiness and success is up to you. But this whole six figures ain't enough, and you need this and you need that. And I know some of these chicks out here, they'll be like, oh, the six figures ain't enough for me. But your baby daddy makes $7.73 an hour. Stop playing with me, bruh. Stop playing games with me. You dig? But enough of that. I just want to do some simple math for y'all because, like I said, to me, being an LPN is the fastest way, one of the fastest ways from a school standpoint to make six figures. All right, so let's break it down. My LPN school was 11 months, right? And I think I'm gonna do a whole broadcast on this, but my LPN school was 11 months. Cost me $15,000 to go, but Biden wiped that out. So I've gone to school and I got an education for free. I know that's not the case with everybody, but for free. And most LPN schools range between 25 and I say 35,000. I haven't heard, and I think 35 is pushing it. Most of them really range between 20 and $30,000, right? And it's rare that I haven't heard nothing more than that. But like I said, my school only $15K, and they was about to close. So I don't know, and I'm gonna just do averages, right? Because on average here in Michigan, right, the average nurse that I know, new nurse, makes around $30 an hour. You dig what I'm saying? And as I researched, the average consensus is between $28 and $30 an hour in most parts of the country. Now, I will say this. If you're making $20 as an LPN, you need to move. I'm keeping it real. You need to move. You need to go follow the money. If you're making $20 or less as an LPN, I'm real talk. If you're making less than $25 as an LPN, you need to move. I'm going to just keep it so real with you because I don't know any LPNs on average that are making less than $29. And I'm talking new nurses too. I'm just keeping it a stack. So here's the math, right? Now, 30 times 80. And I don't make 30. I make more than that. But I'm just, that don't matter. I'm just doing some simple math for y'all. 30 times 80, and this is gross, right? So we talking about gross because that's what people mostly talk about when we talking about numbers. They usually talk about your gross income. It's usually not net. They usually don't refer to net income. So 30 times 80 is 2,400, right? And usually most people get paid bi-weekly. Now you know me, I'm 60-hour gang. 60-hour gang. So with that, with overtime, if you want to be like, if you like me and you work 60 plus hours, let's just say 60 hours a week. Well, I do 4/16s, and again, too, this is the quickest way to get six figures, and you still got a lot of time on your hands. 4/16s a week at $30 an hour. You dig? 4/16s a week. So let's do 30 times 80. That's 2,400, right? Then overtime. So you're doing 4/16s a week. That's 128 hours. So 128 hours at 45 an hour. Let me see. 80. So that's 80 plus 40. Is it 80 plus 48? 80 plus 48, 128. So 48 times 45. That's 2160. 2160 plus 2, 24. 2160 plus 2,400. Because most overtime is time and a half, and I know in California it's more than that. But I'm just talking averages. That's 4,560 every 2 weeks. So 4,560 times 2, that's $9,120 per month. So $9,120 times 12 is $109,440. That's gross. Now you got to take out your money for the government, but that's gross. So there you have it, six figures, simple as that. And you got 3 days left over. Now that's how I do it. And to be real, depending on where you work at, some of y'all not gonna work that hard. And then I didn't even add on bonuses. I didn't add on shift differentials. I didn't add on bonuses, shift differentials, pickup bonuses, incentives. I didn't add none of that. I'm just talking about bare minimum $30 an hour. $30 an hour plus OT. You dig? So with bonuses, you probably ranking in more than that. You dig what I'm saying? So it just depends on how hard you grind. It's really simple math. It's simple math. It's not rocket science. It's not some magic Illuminati trick or whatever. You can get there if that's your goal. You dig what I'm saying? So that was it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is CJ Kyles, aka the High Value Nurse. I appreciate y'all joining me for this video. Make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Peace. Oh, and I didn't even include travel nursing. If you out here travel nursing as an LPN, come on, man. That's definitely more than that. And if you're a constant travel nurse, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're doing local contracts. You're doing, like, it's money out there. It's still money out there. Let's not get it twisted. But I was just talking about from a staff nurse perspective. So let me not forget that. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.